What's up, good people? Welcome back to another episode of my life as a former bodybuilder and a two-time stroke survivor. I am living proof that your comebacks are stronger than your setbacks. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up and comment below where you're tuning in from so I know who I'm speaking with. And also, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification button so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And if you are already a subscriber, welcome back and thank you for returning. Let's go thrive together, y'all. Hey, what's going on, family? It's Cheryl. It's been a minute. And it's been a minute since I've been here giving you a full transparency video. And that's because I've been healing. I've been working on my healing, working on my recovery. And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Cheryl. I'm a former bodybuilder and a two-time stroke survivor. And what I've been doing, life has been lifing. And I just want to give you a life update if you're interested in that, and let you know what has been going on, what's transpired, and where I am now in my journey and where I desire to be, and possibly inspire you. You don't have to have had a stroke, but if you had a life setback, whether it be through a death in the family, or you had an accident, a vehicle accident, or, you have some sort of surgery that kind of set you back a little bit. This video is for you and the videos to come, because I'm going to start making a series. I'm going to put this on my podcast called Stroke Conversations. And as you guys can hear, my voice is still trying to recover. It didn't go away completely. It seems as if the further along I got in my healing journey, my voice started to act up, kind of like it did with my shoulder. I think it was 9 months after the stroke that I had, the strokes, because I had two. 9 months after the stroke that I had, I developed what is called adhesive capsulitis. In other words, frozen shoulder. So 9 months I'm doing my jam. I'm in my zone. I'm in the gym. I'm healing. I'm doing my exercises at home. My daughters are helping me. In the very beginning, this was April 2024 that I had two strokes. So one April 4th and one April 7th. And things things started happening after that. So I got back on my healing journey. And as you all know, my oldest daughter came to stay with me for the first 30 days of my recovery here in my place. She came from Chicago to Arizona and stayed with me, kind of give my other daughter a break. But my oldest daughter is the one that takes care of everything for me. Well, was taking care of everything for me. Then I got to the point where I wanted to take care of my own stuff. I wasn't quite there yet. Cognitively, I wasn't quite there yet. So she was doing everything for me, meaning she had access to my bank account. She had access to seeing what I was spending, what I wasn't spending, so it reminded me to pay my rent, but all that started healing along the way. I started getting really good at my cognitive skills to help me get back to doing my own finances. The only thing I'm not doing right now is combing my hair, because I can't do that just yet, because my left side is still messed up. It's still flaccid, which means I still have a weak side, which is my left side. Well, my arm is not folded up. My hand is not folded up like a lot of people. I can raise my arm. I can raise it. I can move it. I still got to work on it because it's still tender here. And if you don't work on it, it will start to go back to where it was. Okay. So what I want you all to understand, because I don't want to ramble along the video, what I want you guys to understand, I want you to really, really advocate for your own health. Really advocate for your own health, whether it be from the doctors, from the occupational therapy, the physical therapy, your caregivers, or your family members. For me, it's my daughters. You know your body better than anybody else. Now you've gone through this ordeal that has been traumatized. You had trauma to the brain. You may have, if you had an accident, you may have broken you know, a rib, broken a leg, arm, ruptured a spine, ruptured your spleen, ruptured whatever situations that you had going on. I want you guys to know, I want you to advocate for your own health because nobody's going to cheer for you like you. And it's not even about somebody cheering for you. It's just a matter of you, for one, doing your own research. Do the research. AI is prevalent out here. So do your own research. Do the work that's required for you to get to your next level or for you to regain mobility, for you to regain strength, for you to gain range of motion, for you to gain better speech in your voice, for you to gain better moving in your body. Some people they may not even be able to turn their necks like this. And I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody was making noise outside, and I could hear it. I know you probably didn't hear it here in the video because I have this noise cancellation. Somebody's hammering out there, and now a car alarm is going off. So, all right, I found out what the car alarm and the noise that was going on outside. That was my neighbor across from me. Someone parked in our parking spot. Now, I'm in a gated community, and if you are in a gated community, that means parking spots are assigned. If it's a covered parking spot, it's assigned to someone. If it's not covered, meaning with the tent cover that we have out here to protect from the sun, because I'm in Arizona, then you can park there if it's not covered. Well, she came home from work and somebody parked in her parking spot. So she was out there hitting. I thought it was somebody hammering. She was hitting on the car to cause the alarm to go off. So I had to peep outside to find out what's going on. So she was looking to see if she can call a tow person, but there's all types of other things that's going on here that you have to have a certain car from your leasing office in order to get somebody towed out of your spot. So because I don't have a vehicle yet, she asked, could she park in my spot? So I was like, yeah, I don't care. When I see someone parking in her spot, because we're cool, she literally is catty-corner me, across from me. And that's the only neighbor that I really talked to since I've lived here. Well, there was another one, but she moved, thank goodness. But at any rate, so I had to go help my neighbor out there for a minute. What we did was we went and I got some typing paper. I got a red marker and I put "Do not park here, reserved." And I did about 5 sheets of those. And got the masking tape, the one you seal up the boxes with. We taped it all over his truck. So it's in the front of the shield, on the side. She put tape all around the car, and I bet they won't park there no more. At any rate, so I had to help my neighbor out and come back and talk to you guys about what I want to talk about with the life update. So now I'm doing things for myself to establish my independence. So I'm doing things now that my youngest daughter, who lives out here with me, she doesn't have to come over and do as much as she used to in the beginning, because technically she really stopped coming over here. She stopped coming over here, and I think it was a plot twist. The plot twist is she stopped coming over. Number one, she was tired. She obviously was tired of me. Number two, she wanted me to start establishing my own independence. Well, I did, and I have been doing it. With the exception of trying to keep my house clean, I'm going to get a housekeeper for that because that's a little bit more tiring. But I have been making a few meals. I've been putting the dishes in the dishwasher. I do my own laundry. The only thing I can't do right now is, and I give my own baths and showers. I can't do my hair right now because first of all, this is a lot. I'm blessed that I have this hair because you guys know from the time you saw me, my hair has actually grown tremendously. If I cut my hair off, it will be like this again next year, if not longer. So, you guys can see my wisdom. I got plenty of it. Plenty of it. But at any rate, the main thing for this video, now that I've wasted, well, I'm not going to say wasted. I want to talk to you guys because I haven't talked to you in a long time. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I was talking about my hair. I'm considering getting it cut. So, because I need it to be more manageable for me. If I'm going to establish some sort of independency, I have to do things that I can do either on a consistent basis or have it done for me so that I can establish my own independence. It's not that I don't want to help. I need to establish my own independence. Otherwise, I have to wait on my daughter all the time. And that's both of them. I have to wait on them to give me permission to do something. And I didn't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like being in control of my own life. I don't like nobody being in control of me. I like to hold my own self down. That's the difference between somebody helping me. I don't mind the help. If I need help, I'm going to ask for help. I'm not this strong black woman that, I can't receive help. No, I'm not that woman. I'm not the stereotype. So I ended up getting me, if you can see over here, I got a Stairmaster step stair. I got a treadmill. I got a TV, y'all. Look at that. I got a TV and I got a walking pad and a squat machine over there. So I literally turned my whole living room into a gym. But I still go to the gym because there's some things that I need there because my walking pad does an incline and I want to do the incline at the gym, and I want to do the Stairmaster, which my stair step here is a replica of that, but the Stairmaster, that one's a little bit more smooth. It's been used, so I can get through that a little bit more. But here's what I want to share with you guys. I said early on, I want you guys to advocate for your own health. What I mean by that is do your research, because I did research for me because these are the goals that I want to do. Remember I told you guys early on, I was taking 10 medications. I'm down to 3. And I wanted to lower the dosage for my cholesterol medicine. So I was on 80 milligrams. When I did my research, and the research that I saw, that I looked at for women my age, saying that it should be normal. Well, being on medication is not normal, but something that's safe, being on medication will be from 40 to 60. Well, we got my 80 milligrams, and we had to be on that amount in the beginning so that we can bring it to a level, to a certain level, because apparently it was out of control when I had a stroke. So now I'm not on 80 milligrams, I'm on 40. The goal is to get off of it, period. The next goal is I'm on nifedipine. Nifedipine is a blood pressure medication. A blood pressure medication, I'm on, I don't know the milligram on that, but I wanted to lower that dosage because what I've been doing, I take my blood pressure in the morning, I take it in the evening. So what I do, if I take my blood pressure medicine in the evening, it's slow acting. And because it's slow acting, if I take it tonight, going into the next day, so today is Sunday, if I take it today, Monday when I get up, it's not going to be that high because it's slow acting. Because before I was on 2 types of medication, blood pressure medication. I took myself off of 1. And I took myself off of 1 because at the time I didn't know, but I put 2 and 2 together, that the nifedipine that I was on is slow acting, which means, again, if I take it at night, it's slow acting to the following morning. So I got up, and I took my blood pressure, and I didn't need to take that medication. I was taking that medication for over 9 months. Over 9 months. So I ended up, I said, I'm not taking this medication. I told my daughter that. Now, my oldest daughter is keen on Western medicine. If you got to take a pill or you need to take a pill to get things in order, you're going to take your pill. You're going to take your medicine. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. She's by the book. And so am I. But not when it comes to medication. And I don't want to be on medication like that. Because I witnessed my mother being on medication, who passed away, by the way, y'all. I'm sure you guys know that. I witnessed my mother being on medication all her life. And her kidney and liver failed. That's what she died of. Kidney failure, liver failure. And she had congested heart failure. She had high blood pressure. She had diabetes. She was on all kinds of medication. I don't want to be that chick. I don't want to be that woman. I don't. I'm at a point to where, because y'all remember when I posted a video back, I said I want to be very transparent with y'all. I was really, really bummed and sad during that time. And I made that video, and I want to let y'all know how I was feeling. Not that you care or you talk back, but I wanted to put it on video because now that I look at that video, I was like, oh no, child. We about to live our life like it's golden. You dig? We're going to live my life. I'm going to live my life like it's golden. And what I mean by that is now that I'm improving, of which my oldest daughter has no idea how much I've improved. She doesn't. She has no idea because I walked to the store one time, which is really spitting distance for me. I can walk down, I would say, I don't even think it's maybe a quarter mile, if it's that, but it's a straight shot. And I'm inside my gate. Most of the walking is within my community. It was within the gates. So it's not, I walk from my home, I got to walk outside the gate, then I got to walk a mile to get to the store. That's not the case. I'm walking inside the gate. And then I have to have a key to get out the gate. I have a key fob. I have to get out the gate. And then I can walk to the store. So I'm still within the confines of the gate. But my oldest daughter didn't know that I had been taking walks. I had been walking to my mailbox because I wanted to improve my health. I wanted to improve my walking ability. I wanted to improve my function and my movement of my weak side. And so when I go outside, if I need to carry anything, I put it on a small backpack. I think I got it over there. I put it, let me see if I can get it. Hold on, y'all. So I have a small backpack. I get this backpack and I put it on my back. And so if I go to the mailbox, this is what I put my mail in so my hands can be free because my left hand is weak. Put this on. It's weighted down a little bit. And if I go to the store, it'll be weighted down. It won't be this light to where it's falling off. If I decide to go to the store, I put this backpack on. It's light. And I carry everything in my backpack so my hands can be free because I still use my cane, but my hands are free. I don't need to be trying to hold the phone, hold the cane, hold mail, hold the backpack. No. I'm not doing all that. I'm not carrying no bags in my hand, trying to walk. I'm already limping a little bit, so I need my hands to be free. I was like that before I got sick. Where if I go somewhere, I get me a backpack or I get me one of those purses that go across you, have my hands free. Put my phone inside my pant pocket. If I have leggings with pockets, I put that in there. Or I put everything in the backpack. I don't like carrying stuff. I don't carry purses. I don't do any of that because I don't like stuff in my hand. I need my hands to be free. So I still get winded a little bit. I still do that. So one of the things that I really need to focus on now that I'm really trying to get on is to keep my house clean. My house was always clean. To keep my house clean, and it's kind of challenging when every time you move around, you get winded or I get a strain in my back. So the thing is, the trick is you got to have systems in place. You got to have systems in place. People always want to set goals, but you want to have systems in place so that you can achieve what you want. For example, you want to go to save $10,000, but do you have the systems in place to have that $10,000 goal? Okay? So for example, let's not even say 10,000. Let's just say 5,000. You want to save $5,000, and you're going to try and save it yourself by putting it in your savings account. You can get that quicker if you put it in an HYSA account, high yield savings account. And if you guys are interested in that, I could put a link in this video for you to sign up. You know, you get an HYSA account. You can grow the interest on that over time, because if you leave your money in the bank, I don't care if it's a fixed income Social Security check, I don't care if it's your paycheck, I don't care what it is. Whatever you're trying to save, you want to have systems set up, and not in a bank. I wouldn't do it in a bank, because I looked at my bank account and the money that I had in there or have in there. For the whole year, I made $2.63. Well, if I put the same exact amount of money inside of a HYSA account, I'll make like $116, $126 for the year. Because, savings account, and then that doesn't account for inflation. So if you have the goal, you can reach it if you have systems in place. That's the same thing for your healing journey. Don't just set goals. If you set goals, have systems in place to reach it. From a home, it's challenging for me to keep my house clean. So the systems that I'm going to have in place is, yes, I'm going to pick up after myself, put things in the garbage when I need to. If I have dishes, put them either in the dishwasher or in the sink, put them away. I'm not doing that right now because it tires me out really bad. And that's why I have on this waistband that y'all always see me wear. That tires me out so much, it causes my back to strain a little bit. So I'm still working on that part. So the systems I need in place, I'm going to get a housekeeper and have her come out once a month. That's it. All you got to do is come out once a month. And then I'll pick up where you left off in terms of making sure my house is clean thereafter. Because I'm used to my house smelling candle fresh. Oh, this smells so good, y'all. Oh, gosh. This is called Lemon Balm Cedar from Walmart. This is really, really, really good. It smells really good. Man, I've been looking for this. And I got to have things in place. Same thing if you want to take care of yourself. If you want to take care of yourself, you got to have systems in place. For example, I want to, now that I've gotten to the point, yes, I can take my own showers, but I got in the tub, guys. I sat and soaked in the tub. I haven't soaked in the tub in almost 2 years. I take showers. That's not me saying I haven't washed my ass in 2 years. I haven't sat and soaked in a tub for a very long time. And I got some bubble bath, some rose petal sea salt, and put it in that tub, and I soaked. Oh God, Lord, oh Lord. I was in heaven. I was in heaven because I hadn't done that in a long time. And that felt really good. I said, you know what? I'm going to take care of myself. So start taking care of yourself, guys, because I know we get dependent on people taking care of us. You can easily say, I have this disability. I need somebody to help me out. Do what you need to do for you. Do what you need to do for you. Do what you need to do so you can get to your next level. And if that requires you to get some additional occupational therapy, whether it's through insurance or through a group community that you've connected with on social media, I got a whole YouTube page full of stuff here dedicated to stroke survivors, because fitness is my expertise. It was my expertise before I got sick, And I took that expertise and used it to help me heal. So I've healed a lot. I'm walking. I'm not walking without my cane now. I can, but I don't. I don't want to take a chance. And I don't have my AFO on anymore. Like I said, I'm able to do things around the house, but not fully. Like I'm not mopping floors. I can sweep up around myself. If it's the stuff on the floor, I'm going to sweep it up. Because I walk barefoot in my house. And, if the sink gets out of hand or if it starts smelling, I take my time. I put my waistband on and load up the dishwasher. Also, I can gather the garbage together. I don't take the garbage out. Although the dumpster bin is in spitting distance, like literally you can throw the trash and it's there. But I have valet trash. So because I have valet trash, I'm going to use it. I pay for it every month. I'm going to use it. So I'm doing things to make me feel good. Early on, I wasn't feeling good at all. I didn't feel good about myself because I didn't feel beautiful. I didn't feel pretty. I was just like, damn, I'm disabled. I was like, God damn it. That's how I was, y'all. I'm not going to lie. There were all kinds of emotions. I was angry. I was mad. I was pissed off. I was embarrassed. I was ashamed. All these things are all because of what I presented myself to the public. So now I'm ashamed in front of them. But guess what? Ain't none of them people coming to help me. None of them. So I don't want to say F them people, but F them. Ain't none of them came to help me because people got their own lives, guys. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to save you. Save yourself. Encourage yourself. My next venture, or my next thing that I want to do is I want to, because I'm just making myself feel good, whether it's externally, I'm doing the work internally to help myself out to make me feel good because I'm increasing my consciousness. I'm increasing that. I'm raising my vibrational levels. I'm looking at the things that I want to accomplish, that I want to do, and I'm doing them. I trade the market. That helps my cognitive skills. That helps my brain. That helps me with figuring out things. That helps me with making decisions. That helps me understand, what I'm doing, because that's a strategy. Learning how to trade the market is a strategy. That's not something you can learn in one day and say, oh, okay, that's how you do it. It's a strategy. You got to know what you're looking for. You got to know when to enter, when to get out, what you're looking for, how you read the charts, how you mark up the charts. Those things I've been working on. I've been very successful with that. Very successful. And so my next goal is to keep my house clean. But originally, guys, y'all know what I wanted to do in the very beginning? I wanted to buy some land, and I wanted to get me a tiny home and buy a truck. The truck that I want is I think it's a Chevy. It's a Chevy Colorado. I don't know if it's Chevy or Toyota. I don't know which one it is, but it's a Colorado. I like that truck. My neighbor has one that's right underneath me. It's a smoky gray or charcoal gray. I like that truck, and it's got a hinge on it. So I want to get a cargo trailer and live in it because I love my apartment. This is my very first apartment that I got when I relocated here to Arizona. Love it. Everything about my place I love. Everything about my area, my community, I love. But I'm tired of paying as high as rent. Can I keep it real? I'm tired of paying as high as rent. I want to take that money and invest it in something else. But because I got sick, it requires a lot of strength, stamina, and, get up and go how, being able to defend yourself. You have to, it's a lot of work with having a travel trailer or a cargo trailer. You have to make sure things, because I watch it every day on YouTube. Been watching it for more than 2 years. maybe I say since I moved down here, moved out this way, I want to live in, my desire is to have a Colorado truck, and I want to pay for it cash. And I want the money that I'm paying for this rent, I just want to stack that up into my high yield savings account and use that money towards my cost of living, living in, I don't want to call it van life because I don't want a van. I mean, I don't mind a van, but I want a cargo trailer where I can hitch it up to the truck and go wherever I want to go. Now, I'm not a traveler. I don't go from state to state. That's not, I mean, I would try it, but that's not a big desire of mine. Well, I guess if you had a cargo trailer with a truck, you should travel around the world or travel around the states, right? Because that's what I want to do. You know, I want to get out the house, because if I left it up to my daughters, to tell me when I can go somewhere, y'all, I would not have gotten as far as I've gotten. I would still be sitting in this house, sitting on the couch, now watching my new TV and not staring at these four walls, and maybe going out on my balcony and not doing nothing. I practice exercising, walking up and down the steps, because I want to be able to walk independently. You know, I'm not there yet, guys, because I can't run. But I've been jogging in place. I've been running in place. I've been doing the things to make myself get better in that area. I'm doing the work to get to where I need to get to, because there's some things that I want to do. I still have the ultimate goal of moving into my travel trailer, cargo trailer, have it custom built, and have my truck. And the only expense that I have to worry about is the upkeep of the truck, my food, and if the truck is paid off, which is a goal. I don't want to have a car note. I don't want to have a car payment. Pay for the insurance up for the year, you know, gas, any maintenance that needs to be done on the cargo trailer. I want to live in a tiny home. I do. I want to live in a tiny home. That's what I want to do. But it requires full body strength and mobility to do that, because there's things that you got to do. Now, I just thought of something. If I'm going to live in something tiny, I need to be to do the work beforehand to be prepared for that, because in a tiny space, it'll get dirty and junky really quick. I'm in a place where I have plenty of space, but it gets dirty real quick. I say it gets junky real quick. I'm not going to say dirty, because I'm not dirty. I get it. It gets junky really quick, which means I'll grab something, I utilize it. Like, let's say, for instance, all the mail that I got out of my mailbox, I'm sitting on my couch. I'm going to sit on my couch and open up all my mail. And if I open up all my mail, the mail is still on my couch. You know what I mean? So I have to make sure I position myself to do things properly. Otherwise, if I'm not showing myself as a good steward here in the space that I'm in, I got to really set myself up to the space that I want to be in. It's going to be even more cramped if I get into a smaller space. But that's what I want to do. Now I've never paid this much rent before in my life. My rent is extremely high in my eyesight. But I don't want to pay it no more. I don't. And I was going to do it before I got sick. And when I got sick and I was able to sell my mother's home, first thing my daughter said, "Mommy, we're going to hold off on you getting the land and getting your tiny home, because that requires physical work. And I'm not in a position on my own just yet to do that type of physical work." The people that I see on these YouTube channels, they do a lot of work, and they have help. They do a lot of work. So, and plus I'm still going to get my land. I can buy the land and rent it out. But see, that requires me to have my cognitive skills on point to make sure I do X, Y, and Z. And if I can't do it, then that's going to be on me, and I don't want to do that. So what I want to do is make sure I do things that I know I'm capable of doing. But you don't know you're able to do something until you do it. Excuse me, y'all. You don't know if you're able to do something until you put yourself out there and do it. The same thing it was with me with my walking. I didn't know I was able to do it. I'm not gonna lie. I was terrified. I was terrified I was going to trip over myself, trip over my foot, trip over a curb, trip over a step, fall down a step. But I thought positive. I said, you know what? I'm covered. Nothing's going to happen. I said, I'm covered. Nothing's going to happen. I have protective angels around me. I live in a high vibration, and I still keep my head on a swivel. And that's part of my balance. Me working on my balance. You got to turn your head. You got to turn your head to make sure there's nothing around you. So doing these things like this, like in the morning I get up, drink my water first, and I do my exercises to move my body, to get me moving. And I do things that'll set me up for tomorrow, set me up for the future. So again, don't try to set unrealistic goals, guys. I want you to set things in place, but you got to have systems for that. You know, people don't get rich off or get wealthy or build up whatever they're trying to build up in life just by setting goals. Because goals, people set goals at the beginning of the year every year. Y'all know how that works. I put systems in place. I had to learn it the hard way. So later on in the videos, later on in my upcoming videos, I'm going to talk about certain things that you can do to improve yourself, better yourself, help yourself get to the next level, whether it be mentally, spiritually, or physically. I may reference a few books that you can read or that you can listen to, because I'm an audio girl. I love audiobooks. And there are some audiobooks here on YouTube. So those are the things that I'm doing. I want to, I got to the point when I said, you know what? No more of this funk stuff. I'm not being a funk no more. This is what I'm going to get up, get dressed, fix my hair to the best of my ability. Sometimes my daughter puts my hair in a ponytail, an afro ponytail, and slick it up for me. Because I can't do it. It's too much. I can't do it yet. Not yet. It's too much. But I took it down because sometimes I want to feel pretty. I want to feel beautiful. And I do. And I do. And if combing my hair or cutting my hair makes me feel like that, I will do it. Don't worry about it, y'all. My hair will grow back like that. My hair grows instantly. I don't know what that's about. But some people who have strokes, their hair comes out. Now, it does shed a lot. It does shed a lot. But I'm doing things to work on my body, to heal my body, to heal my heart, to heal my mind, to heal my spirit, to heal my speech, to heal I'm doing all those things. I'm doing all those things to better myself. I'm doing what I need to do and what's best for me. Like I said, if I left it up to my daughters, I would still be sitting in the house staring at the four walls. Like, waiting on somebody to come walk with me. Waiting on somebody to come take me to the gym. I told my daughter I'm going to walk to the gym because I want to get on the treadmill. And I want to go live on TikTok and have some of my stroke community people to watch me work out. And I can help them out, that way. Some things I do for free. Some things I don't. Because I still want to make a living as well, too. I'm on a fixed income, and there's only so much that's, only so much, that can stretch out. You got to start getting to the point where you start bringing money in, and you're more than you sending out. So I'm feeling good about my future, and I'm feeling good about me. And I'm feeling good about the things that I have that I want to discuss with y'all, talk to y'all about, have y'all come along this journey with me. So this is my life update. And I just want to share with y'all that I'm going to start posting videos that's going to help you move forward in life. And I want you guys to tell me what it is that you want to accomplish, what it is that you want to do. And then we can talk about that. I can give you some tips. I can give you some direction. Share the things that I'm doing, not just some things off the top of my head. Share the things that I'm doing. Okay? And if you guys want to work together with me, as a stroke survivor or anyone that wants to do that, even as a regular individual, if you guys want to work with me to do that, because again, I'm still a health, wellness, and fitness lifestyle coach, period. You dig? So if you guys want to work with me in the future, I will give you that opportunity to work with me. I will give you that opportunity to work with me. I will. And we'll talk about that later. I'm not on here to sell you anything, tell you need to get this. I just wanted to share with you guys a life update because a whole lot of stuff didn't happen. A whole lot of stuff didn't happen. But a whole lot of stuff is getting better. And I don't even want to talk about this stuff because I might start crying. But it's some things that happened that I wish never would have happened. And I know things are going to get better. It could have almost cost me my life again of what happened. And I'm just glad I'm in a better space and a better place. I'm just sad I had to get to that point. But you have to keep in mind, y'all, caretakers are stressed as well, too, because they have their own lives, and their lives are turned upside down as well, not just yours. I know you're the one going through it. I know you're the one that experienced it. But the people that are taking care of you also experience trauma and stress. And they can get sick because they got to take care of them and you. So give yourself grace, give them grace, and make sure you guys comment on this video. And I will see you guys in the next video, okay? I'm going to put this in the stroke conversation playlist so you guys can see it. And I'm going to have some other things that I want to talk to you guys about to help you get mentally and spiritually fit. And we can go from there, okay? Guys, thank you so much for sticking around for the whole video. I know I was rambling most of the video, but there were some things that I want to let y'all know that I've accomplished, that I'm doing, and that I want to do, even to help you out, okay? So enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Y'all see I'm doing this tonight.